Hello and welcome. Today we are going to learn how we can grow marigold indoors. So let's get started. First and foremost, the basics. We need a potting soil in a very well drained potting jar or a pot. So these are the seeds which I have collected from dried marigold seeds. I haven't bought the seeds from stores. These are home seeds. So I took a flower like this which was already dried, and I peeled it open. At the back part of the flower you will find these seeds, but you need to make sure the flower has completely dried before you use the seeds. So I'm just dispersing the seeds on top of the soil very so lightly, and I'm adding more seeds than this pot can hold because not all will germinate. And then I'm putting a very light layer of potting soil on top. It doesn't have to be very thick, it needs to be very light on top. And then obviously we'll need fertilizer. So for that I have taken a glass full of water, and in that I am adding the powder of mustard cake and neem cake to avoid pesticides and give some nutrition to the plant. I'm mixing it, and then I'll keep this water for at least a night to soak. Now the next day I have taken this water and I'll give it a good stir before using it, like this. I'm just mixing it pretty well so I can add it. We are not going to add it directly to the plant. This is a very concentrated solution, so obviously we will dilute it before adding it to our plants. So after mixing it, I'm going to put it in my jar of water which I'll use to water my plants. So this is my jar full of water. It is almost 1 gallon of water, in which I'm going to add this fertilizer mix, and I'm adding just like 10 to 20 ml of the fertilizer mix to this whole gallon of water, and I will give it a good stir. Once we have mixed the water nicely, we will be ready to water our plant. So before putting the seeds in the soil, I had soaked it the night before, soaked the fertilizer, and I'm using it the day I'm planting my seeds. So here I took my pot again and I will water it thoroughly with the fertilizer water, and I'll make sure that the water comes out of the pot. So that to make sure that the soil is completely moist. That's one of the keys to make sure that your seeds germinate. You have to keep the soil moist. Now the second part is that we need to keep it in a partially shaded area. So this area in my home is a south facing window, and it gets partial sunlight. Why I'm saying partial is because there is a net which kind of blocks the sun over the glass. So that's where I have kept my pot. So this is the result after a week of putting the seeds in, and as you can see that I have like almost 30% germination rate. I had planted a lot of seeds. Now this is the result. This is quite lush and beautiful. This is the result after like 20 days of planting my seeds, and you can see the plants are healthy, doing well. I will be transplanting them into bigger pots in coming days, but this is the result so far, guys. And I put my plant in full sun on the south facing window, and on the 35th day I got some buds. I was so excited that I just shared the video without the bud blooming it in its full bloom, but I'm promising I'll be sharing the updated video very soon where the flower comes out. So up till now, this was the video, guys. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like the video so far. Thanks.